Good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining us today. Glad you could join us here on a Tuesday morning. We're going to be discussing some great information on the current rate environment, what we're looking at on annuity rates right now on the fixed side. Also do a little bit of discussion on bonds, kind of what's happening in that bond market right now based on the rising interest rate environment, definitely having a negative effect on people's bond portfolios. So a lot of people out there right now are looking for some different options for their safe monies. If your safe monies are losing between 10 and 15%, that money is not very safe as far as I'm concerned. And that's where the annuities really come into play. You got the upside potential with no downside potential. So really a nice combination right now. What's available in the annuity space? We've seen a drastic increase in interest rates this year based on the annuity space, and it's been a great year for those that are looking for higher interest rates to be locked in. Those fixed rates have more than doubled this year based on what we've seen in the market, and right now they're kind of at a high. We've seen some companies lowering interest rates recently, so that trend may continue into September. We'll see how it plays out, and we kind of see a inverse relationship right now on short-term versus long-term interest rates. The short-term rates are actually higher than long-term right now, which you don't see this happen very often. That is the case today. Look at your 2-year T-bill versus 5 or 10 years. The 2 years are actually paying a higher interest rate. So really a strange development in that space. Again, this is Matt Tour. Glad you could join us today. I'm one of the annuity marketing specialists here at IMES. Been here for over 20 years, seen a lot of changes over the years and the demographics of products being offered in the interest rate environment. This is the first year in many years we've actually seen interest rates going up. Typically in the last 15, 20 years, we've been in a very low interest rate environment, and that is changing as we speak. The Fed is planning on raising rates again later this in September, so we'll see how that plays out. That's definitely spooked the stock market. We've seen a drastic decrease in stock account values the last number of days, and today the market is off a little bit more. We'll see how that plays out here going into September and then the next couple months here before the election to see how that stock market plays out. So we do have some different incentives based on your production the first 180 days of being contracted. We have cash bonuses, iPads, different lead systems, including a seminar system, also a retirement boss radio program. You can qualify for these based on your initial premiums, and these premium amounts are based on index business. You have to write a little bit more MYG business to qualify for these levels, but definitely a nice opportunity there for you to get some additional payouts based on your new business with IMES. We do continue to offer our referral program. You refer an agent to IMES, you get a override based on their production. Also, we have our marketing reimbursement. We reimburse you for your marketing costs based on your marketing balance. So a good way for IMES to help you out with your marketing costs there. We have a great back office support here team at IMES. Help you out with your new business, help you out with marketing. We want to put in a new website, maybe look at changing your company logos or changing your colors. IMES can help you out with all that. We got a number of different lead programs we can help you out with based on your lead systems you're in need of. You know, it's always a good option to be able to get in front of new clients. We got some great seminar programs. Dave Pemper has been doing seminars for a number of years. He can help you, guide you through that process. If you're looking at getting either back into seminars or starting up doing seminars, Dave is definitely a good go-to on that information, so do keep that in mind. You can go to our website, the www.imesinc.com. We have a lot of tools on there you can utilize, including income rate or income comparisons. We have our current interest rates on our website. You can get the latest short-term rate guarantees. Maybe you're looking at the state of Pennsylvania, looking for the best 5-year or 3-year rate. You can go right on our annuity rate watch, pull that information up, and be able to utilize that. We also use Firelight systems on new business. We have most of our carriers are utilizing Firelight right now on new business. Great way for you to get your business in a more timely fashion, get it through the systems right now based on some of these carriers are really delaying issue on policies based on the number of applications coming in. So anything you can do on your side to speed that process up would be great. And doing e-apps is definitely a great way to get those processes sped up in a dramatic fashion. We've got, as I mentioned, the creative team can help you out with advertising. Maybe you want to do a social media campaign. Maybe you want to do an email campaign. They can help you out, as I mentioned, the website development, help you out with maybe doing postcards, logo designs, whatever you may have interest in getting done. We've kind of already gone through the website information. Great place to go for downloading supplies also. If you need forms, if you need to do a term quote, long-term care quote, whatever you may need done, you can look that information up on our website. It's broken down to annuities, life insurance, marketing support, a lot of good stuff there. We also have our retirement analyzer software program. You can utilize that to kind of look at where a client stands right now for retirement. Come on, they're looking at doing down the road, how much more they need to save today to get more payments tomorrow. Really a good combination and definitely something to review. We've got our wealth management team. We've been involved in this side of the business over the last 3 years. A great way for you to get involved in that side of the business. You want to give one of our wealth management guys a call. They'd be glad to help you out with that. I know Duncan Smith's a great individual to go to for getting on board on the wealth management end. If you want to have help getting your Series 65 taken, we have some opportunities on that side to get signed up for classes, get everything going on that end. If you do have interest in the wealth management side of the business, I know we see a great number of our agents that are in our top 25 to 50 that are also security licensed now. They've gotten involved in that end based on needs, and what's happening in the insurance business side of the market, also what's happening on the security side. Good to have a good mix of both to handle your clients' needs. You hate to refer an agent down the road and have them move all their business to the other person. You want to definitely have your hand in as many opportunities as possible, and that way you can get the best results for your client. Did put a poll out there if you have interest in having one of our wealth management specialists give you a call. Be glad to get that done. Be a quick conversation with them, and then you can take a look at some of the opportunities IAMS has on that side of the business, be it the investment platforms, reduce costs to the client, reduce costs for you, and a great way to get that going. So interest in that, mark off yes. I'll leave this open for another 10 seconds. Otherwise, I'll go ahead and get this closed up here shortly. But great way for you to get your Series 65 taken, get yourself involved with some different sides of the market. Definitely help out with your entire portfolio in the game of the sales side. So I'll go ahead and get this closed up. Get moving on here. We also put on a life and annuity academies. We do these about once a quarter. I know we have one coming up in the middle of September. Going to be here at our office here in Omaha. Our next one is going to be in Des Moines. It's going to be at one of the home offices in Des Moines. We'll have that going. Invitations will go out. I believe it's the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th of November. So it's coming up in a couple months. And it's going to be a good way to finish out the year, get some great information on sales topics. Always have good speakers involved, great information we go over with the agents that do attend. And it's a great way for the attendees to pick up some new sales ideas, kind of get the trends in the market, kind of what's hot, what the index strategies are doing. what the life insurance side, kind of what's going on that side. If you have interest, I just launched a quick poll here. As I mentioned, we have one in September, one in October. I know the September one is pretty full. We might be able to squeeze one or two more people into that. If you have interest in coming out, might be an opportunity. But otherwise, the November one would be the one you want to focus in on. It's going to be November the 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. So Wednesday through Friday. Should be a fantastic meeting. A lot of great information covered, sales ideas, how to close more prospects, how to get in front of more prospects. I mean, that's really the bottom line these days, is trying to get in front of as many people as possible. Well, that's what we're looking at right now. I'll leave this poll open for another 20 seconds or so, but if you have interest in being on the list of attending one of our meetings, I'm glad to get you on board. I know we've got more we'll be doing next year. Probably won't do one in the first quarter of next year, probably till about April, based on weather concerns. But if you do have interest in coming out to one of our meetings, just check off yes. I'd be glad to get you going on that. Get that closed up here. We've got a nice little packet, our CD replacement kit, and I'm more than happy to get out to all of our attendees that attended today. We have some good information on annuities versus CDs, and a lot of information you can utilize with clients on the benefits of a annuity versus a bank CD. Right now, annuity rates, of course, are at recent highs. Bank CDs have not moved up as much, but a great opportunity right now for clients to move their 1% CD investment into a 4% annuity investment. So great opportunity on that end, and great chance right now to get your clients much better returns. Again, today we'll be discussing a lot of the benefits based on the current annuity portfolio we offer on the fixed side. Here through IAMS, we have a number of carriers we do business with that specialize in fixed rate contracts, and a great way to get your clients good rates, 3, 5, 7, 10-year rate guarantees. A lot of good activity out there right now in this market. And as I mentioned earlier, with the rising rate environment, that has really hampered the bond returns with clients. I know that on my personal 401, I've seen that bond portfolio really drop this year. It's down about 15%. And that is unfortunate, but I think that's pretty much common across the board. If you got someone with a 60-40 traditional split in their investments, 60% in the market, 40% in bonds, I'm guessing their stock market portfolio is down about 20-25% this year, and their bonds are right behind that at 15% losses this year. So I also have annuities, and the good thing about my annuities is they have not dropped a dime. They are at a level, if not a little bit higher, based on fixed accounts. So right now, I mean, you can get a fixed indexed annuity with a 4% fixed interest rate or an 8% cap with a couple carriers we offer. Those are outstanding rates right now compared to what their portfolios are doing. So definitely keep that in mind. On the index side, we do have some great options on that end too, along with the fixed rates. If you take a look at our first carrier here we're talking about today, Americo, they have a 5-year rate guarantee at 4.25. You got 10% free withdrawal starting the first year. Full death benefit, nursing home and hospital confinement waivers. Really a nice contract Americo offers, and we've seen some decent business going that way. Next carrier we'll talk about quickly here is Nassau. Nassau Re has different rates based on investments. If you go with under 100,000, your 5-year rates at 435, 7-year rates at 445. Minimum deposit is $10,000. They do have a 30-day window at the end of the anniversary, be it 5 or 7 years. That contract will automatically renew for another 5 or 7 years. So keep that in mind based on those interest rates with that carrier, and definitely a something to keep in mind based on where that rate is with Nassau and what you were looking at in that 5-year renewal rate. Next carrier we'll talk about real quick is Atlantic Coast. They have either simple rate annuities or compounded rates. The Safe Harbor is a simple rate contract. You see the first year rate on 5 years at 5 3/4. Years 2 through 5, you're looking at 4 3/4. Really a strong interest rate right now. That contract only has a death benefit addition you can put on that one, which is 25 basis points. That contract does not have free withdrawals. If you want free withdrawals, you need to go to Safe Haven. It has interest or 10% free withdrawals. Either way, you can choose. And the rates are affected by that. So if you go without withdrawals or without the death benefit, 5-year contract, your 5.3 compounded rate for the first year, 4.3 compounded years 2 through 5. Really a good combination. Look at that 10-year rate, 5.5 compound the first year, 4.5 compounded years 2 through 10. So definitely a strong interest rate with them. Atlantic Coast also has a indexed annuity called the Safe Anchor. Rates a little bit lower on this compared to our competition right now, so really not in the game. If you look at 4% rate versus this one at 2.7, I would definitely take the 4%. Sentinel Life is a sister company to Atlantic Coast. They have some excellent rates in a number of states. Their 5-year rate right now is at 4.5, 7-year rate at 4.55, 10-year rate at 4.60. There's different rates in Minnesota and Florida. If you're in one of those states, you can give us a call. I'd be glad to get those information over to you. The good thing about Sentinel is they go down to $2,500 in deposit, which is very low. They also go to age 90, so a much higher rate on the age availability. They're kind of a customized product. You have a basic chassis based on those interest rates. If you want to have any withdrawal features, RMD features, whatever it may be, you need to add on to your policy. There is a deduction in the rate based on that. And there, of course, is a limited state availability based on your client's needs. Silac, carrier we've been sending a lot of business to lately, has had a really nice increase in interest rates on both their indexed and fixed accounts. The fact they just introduced a new NASDAQ strategy yesterday. You can tie your client's indexed annuity premium to the NASDAQ. Great opportunity for your clients to make some great returns. I know it runs out extremely well on history on that contract. Definitely keep that in mind looking at new index sales. But they have, Silac has a no withdrawal contract called the Savings Elite. Then they have the 5% free withdrawals on the Secure Savings. Their rates are kind of in the middle of the road on their contracts. They've got a good 4% rate for a 5-year. That's with no withdrawals. Their 5-year with withdrawals is at 3.45. MIM deposits 10,000, goes to age 90. Nice combination there with Silac. Good program there. Someone's asking about ad slicks. We do have some ad slicks with some different carriers. I know Aspida has ad slicks. Silac has some. Equitrust also does. So my next slide here is on Equitrust. They've got a contract called the Choice 4. Very good contract. We see a lot of this being sold right now. Has a 5.5% first-year rate, a current 4% base. The good thing about this contract, it pays a 5.5% commission to age 80. It's a 6-year surrender charge. You have 10% free withdrawal starting the 2nd year. Full death benefit. Really a strong combination with Equitrust. This is a 6-year contract. And even at the older ages, you got an 85-year-old is going to pay over 4% commission, 5.5% first-year rate to the client, 4% base. I know their renewal history, they've been renewing this Choice 4 at the base rate about 95% of the time. So really a strong rate history with that contract, and we're seeing a lot of interest on that based on those high rates. I'm gonna launch another quick poll. If you'd like to get some information on some of the companies we're offering today, I know I'm gonna do a follow-up call with everyone based on today's webinar. We'll try to keep this to 30 minutes or less. Today's webinar, we'll keep it short term here. But if you would like to have some information sent to you, definitely mark off yes. Be glad to get that done to you, sent out to you. You know, be it any carrier you've seen so far. I know we've introduced a couple new carriers this year. With Aspida, we got another one coming out next month. Can't remember the name of that one. It's got a strange name to it, but we'll have another new carrier in the MYGs next month. Ocean View's been a hot item. We've seen a lot of Ocean View contracts being sold this year. We've got a great system on our internet. You can look up rate comparisons based on state, duration, age of the client, money going in. It's going to give you the best opportunities for your clients to make the most money they can based on that situation. So I'll leave this poll open for about another 10 seconds. If you do have interest, mark off yes. I'd be glad to get some information over to you on any specific carrier you've seen so far. Any ones we'll discuss here in the next few minutes, but I will be calling everyone up in the next couple of days. I'll send you over that Kiplinger article on why annuities are better than bonds, especially in this rate environment and right now. Really a nice piece you can review with clients, but we can get that closed up here. Appreciate your voting here today. Fidelity Guarantee, company we've been offering here on the fixed side for a number of years. They do require all apps done on the eApp system. 3-year rate at 3.90, 5-year rate at 4.15, 7-year rate at 4.25. Available to age 90, full death benefit, interest rate withdrawals are all built into this chassis. So these rates include the full death benefit and the interest rates being paid out to clients. Commissions are full to age 79. If your client is 80 to 90, they do reduce those in half. So keep that in mind. 5-year contract, 79 and below pays 2% commission. The 7-year pays 2.25 on someone 79 and below. Clear Spring Life, previously known as Guggenheim. Guggenheim Financial spun off their indexed and fixed annuities, and they're reopening that. Clear Spring Life is the name of the company that now being under that name, but based on their rates, they're looking real strong. 3-year at 370, 5-year at 380, 6 and 8 years also at 380, and then there are 10 years at 385. This is for deposits of 5,000 up to 250,000, and it should age 90, 10% free withdrawals and starting in year 2. Full death benefit, $5,000 deposit for qualified monies, $10,000 for non. Commissions are strong, 2.5 to age 80. You look at their 81 to 85, 1.88, 85 to 90, or 86 to 90, 1.25. This is for issue durations of 5 to 9 years. 3 years can be a little bit less. 10 years will be a little bit more on commission. So you got someone that you can go with Clear Spring Life on a 10-year contract. I'd be glad to get that information over to you. Here's our latest company we just introduced. It's called Aspida, A- rated, issued to age 90. They've got a 3-year rate, actually a 2-year rate at 355, so a 2-year contract. 3-year at 420, 5-year at 450, 7-year at 460. This is for $100,000 or more on these rates. They do have reductions based on interest payouts, 10% payouts, death benefit. This is kind of like Sentinel, where you have a plain chassis. If you want to add any additional features, it reduces the interest rates, but we've seen a very nice increase in Aspida sales. They're near the top on all these rate guarantee periods. They also do all their applications online. They have their own paperless system they have on their website, so they do not use Firelight. It is pretty easy to utilize. I know they've had a couple kinks in here the first few weeks, but they've been getting those straightened out. So if you do interest in Aspida, I'd be glad to get that information out to you. We got some great information on them, and they have products available to age 90 and full commission to age 80. You can follow us on Facebook and LinkedIn. We have presence on both sides. We do a lot of advertising on social media, advertise some of our latest promotions, a lot going on. I know we're going to be doing double credit towards the Athene Park City, Utah trip on issued business starting in September 1st. That should run through the end of the year. So if you'd like to submit or more Athene business, you can qualify for that Park City, Utah trip. Takes 3 million points in the year 2022 to qualify. Should be a fantastic trip, and it's going to be a good time had by all there. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. Again, this is Matt Tour up at Insurance Agency Marketing in Omaha. I'm on the annuity marketing side. Thanks for joining us today. I try to keep these 30 minutes or less on the webinar so you can get back out there selling more insurance. Appreciate your time. Again, we do have a great group of MYG contracts. That Choice 4 annuity with Equitrust, very good plan. 4.5 or 5.5 first year rate, 4% base, 5.5 commission to age 80. Unbeatable right now. If you're looking for high compensation on a fixed rate annuity, that is the best combination we have by far. So everyone have a great week. Enjoy the rest of your summer. Have a great Labor Day weekend coming up, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you.